Hello geometry students. Today's learning target is to talk about the circumference of a circle and then the length of an arc. So if you remember from Algebra 1, the circumference of a circle is pi times diameter. Some people say the circumference is 2 pi r. And the reason that works is if you have a circle with a radius, say, of 5, then the diameter, which is the distance all the way across, would be 10. So we know that the 2 times the radius is equal to the diameter. So if you look at problem number 1, if we have a circle with a radius of 7, and you may not need a picture. So if the radius is 7, then we know the diameter is 2 times 7, which is 14 inches. And then using the formula, the circumference is pi times the diameter. That's equal to pi times 14. And we typically put the number in front, so we're going to say 14 pi inches. And then we're going to get our calculator out and type in 14 pi. And when you do that, you get approximately 43.98 inches. So circumference is the distance around the circle. So if you were to walk around this circle, you had walked 49.98 inches approximately. If you look at problem number 2, we are told that the diameter is 20. So all the way across the circle, that diameter is 20 centimeters. So the radius is half of the diameter, which would be 10 centimeters. Circumference, again, is pi times diameter, which would be pi times 20. And again, we tend to write the 20 in front, so 20 pi centimeters. Using our calculator, we'll get that to be approximately 62.83 centimeters. And let's take a look at the third problem. The circumference of the circle is 13 pi feet. So if you were to walk around the circle, you had walked 13 pi feet. So the circumference we know is pi times diameter. We're told that the circumference is 13 pi. And if you were to match these up, you can see both of these have a pi. So that tells me the diameter has to be 13. So the diameter is 13 feet. The radius is 13 over 2, which is 6.5 feet. If you want to pause the screen and try problems 4, 5, and 6, please do so. So for problem number 4, we know the radius is 4.4 miles. The diameter is 2 times 4.4, or 8.8 miles. And the circumference we know is pi d, so 8.8 pi miles. And if you use your calculator, you will get the decimal approximation to be around 27.65 miles. For problem number 5, we know the diameter is 24.2 meters. The radius is half of the diameter. So 24.2 divided by 2 gives me 12.1 meters when I use my calculator. Circumference is pi times diameter. We know the diameter is 24.2, so I'll say 24.2 meters. And using my calculator, I get that to be approximately 76.03 meters. And then the last question on the first page of our notes, the circumference of a circle is 52.6 pi. So circumference is pi times diameter. So the circumference we know is 52.6 pi. Matching these equations up, both of these have a pi, which means the diameter is the 52.6. And that's yards. The radius is half of the diameter. So dividing that, we get 26.3 yards. The next video will discuss the back page.